Hello everyone! Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Blind Parasite Eve. I'm the Black Shadow and we're back in the tutorial menu for some calming music. Obviously last time folks, we made our way to floor 50 and we took on the boss on floor 50. Things didn't go very well. I think that would be fair to admit. Unfortunately, I went into that boss fight after about 2 hours of a lot of scrapping, a bit of frustration after going through those 10 floors, and it kind of culminated in a really frustrating boss fight. Now, I did a very good thing. I took a few hours. I went away, I went and watched something on the PC, made myself some toasted sandwiches, some bit of mature cheddar, some really nice ham actually I had stored away for a little while. That was very nice. And I had a little bit of a think, folks. I cleared my mind because I do want to get through this. I still stand by exactly what I said. If I didn't have save state in this game, I probably would have thrown it out of the window by now. That's probably what would have happened. But I went and did two things. I did do a bit of experimenting with the boss off screen. And I did look it up a little bit. I did look up this guy as best as I could. Just to try and understand a bit more about him. Now, we have two problems mainly, but we got one huge problem obviously with our inventory, is that, well, our inventory wise, we don't have a lot of ammunition left. We got about 130 bullets total. Now, I think, having done some mathematical calculations, that considering we're hitting the cockroach normally for 60 damage, critically for 90. The sources I've read say that the cockroach has around the 4,000 mark health mark. So even if we have to take out two of these, which we do, mathematically we do have enough ammo to do this. We also have 9 rockets as well for a little bit extra. So mathematically we can beat this boss. The problem we've got is that his attacks suck, and I have been struggling to dodge them. And it also doesn't help the fact that obviously our Parasite gauge isn't very good either. So, I had a bit of practice off screen, just trying to dodge this boss and trying to practice killing him. I think now, having taken a couple hours away, cleared the mind, happy to give this another go, I think we can beat this guy. I pray to God we can beat this guy. The alternative is I have to backtrack, run right through 10 floors again, which is going to take me probably about an hour. I'll have to go through the next part of the game, which I know I'll have to do anyways. I'll then have to go through those 10 floors again. It's going to take me about 4 to 5 hours to get back to this point with not very much to show for it, because we're not going to pick up any experience in the main game. And going backwards and forwards through the building is just going to annoy the hell out of me. So, I think we can do this, folks. So, allow me to boot up the save state, which I put down. So, is our character probably a bit under-leveled for this? Yes. Are our weapons probably a little under-hitting for this boss fight? Possibly. Is our armor not good enough for this fight? I kind of disagree. But, again, our level does kind of suck somewhat. That doesn't help. Our health situation isn't great. Although, to be honest, I've had some fights where I've actually not been using much of this automatically. We have got 3 revive potions, folks. I think we can do this. I've got, what, 137 bullets and 9 rockets. I think is just about enough to get through this. We can do this, folks. I went and experimented. One thing I said I would do and I did check off screen. Obviously, if we kill the guy, when the cockroaches spawn, there's 2 of them, which we can't avoid. Obviously, we killed the one in the air, and the one that was on the ground spawned a new one. So I went off screen, I killed the one that was on the ground, the one that was in the air flew back down to the ground and spawned another one. So, the only way that we can win this fight is we have to kill both of these basically at the same time. Once we kill one, we've probably got about 20 to 30 seconds to kill the other one. Because we do not have enough firepower to take on 3 of them. Alright? So, I'm going to have to go through this fight. I'm going to have to keep a rough track of what damage I've done to what enemies. Which is going to be really fucking impossible. I am slightly pondering save stating at some point during this fight as well. I might do that. So, we're going to give this a go, folks. I hope it works. If it doesn't, we've got a problem. This is where the fact that you have to get to a boss fight, and that if you're not good enough, it's a funny situation actually, and I'll do it. So let's say this before we get on with this fight. I do complain about the fact that you could run all the way to the boss fight, and if you don't you realise that actually you're not powerful enough, or even I suppose if you run out of, well, it's still a bit of an issue in a normal game, but in a game when you emulate this later on and you have the access to the save states, it's actually more of an issue, ironically enough. That if you get to like the back end of a set of 10 floors and you run out of ammo, you really don't have enough, you can't just take the elevator and quit and then restart the 10 floors. Like you could do. I look at this. The only thing I can compare this game to, and what we're doing right now, only thing I've really done ever like this before is Final Fantasy X-2 with the giant dungeon under Bevelle. Works exactly the same way. You got to go through sets of 20 floors, and once you get to a 20th floor and you beat the boss there, you can start at that 20th floor. If you quit out at any other point, which you can do, I'm pretty sure you could, you had to go back at the beginning of that set of 10 or 20 floors, whichever one it was, folks, basically. Here, it's more brutal, in that you can't even quit out. If you're stuck, you're stuck. There is no exit strategy. There is no press this button, have the elevator take you down to the ground floor, but you can't take it back up, or any system like that. You're literally fucked. It is a failing, folks. I really hate to point it out, but as not just as an LP, but as a person who's been playing video games for a very long time, I notice these failings in design sometimes, and I just feel compelled to point them out. It's a fantastic game. Thoroughly enjoyed this LP. Really hard boss fights, I get it. I've had the aims, I've gone for these dungeons. They throw in ridiculously hard boss fights because it's additional stuff, fine. It's a pain in the ass, but there should be some way so that if you get there, or you get close to there, and you realise you just haven't got enough, you should have an exit strategy rather than being forced to literally quit the game and start over again. And that hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, however long it's taking you, pissed up the wall. That should not happen. Right. Okay. We've had 10 minutes. We've explained a lot. I'm ready to do this. Well, I'm probably not. Well, I is probably not. I think we can do this, folks. So, I'm going to have to try and keep a rough track of people's health, which is going to be almost impossible. Let's see how we go. Okay. Okay. So, first thing you might as well do is just blast this guy as hard as we can. And let you just unload on this son of a bitch. I need to run here. There is a couple of other trends that I'm not taking that damage at the start. Not right now. I'm not getting annoyed. There is actually interesting to note, folks. There was a there were two trends I actually noticed during this boss fight regarding the enemy's attacks, which was really pissing me off. And they just seem to be coming at, like, the most... I didn't get an auto attack. Screw you, game. And how the enemy's attacks seem to keep coming at, like, the most inopportune times consistently. I figured out why. So, this guy that's on the ground. So we know that obviously once he spawns... That was a waste of ammo. Once he spawns, and there's two of them. Obviously we know that the guy on the ground, he attacks twice in a row. He doesn't do it to start with, but he starts attacking twice in a row, okay? Alright? We get that? Cool. So, the guy that's flying in the air, I noticed something fascinating about him. And I'll talk about it once we actually get to that point in the fight. Because I didn't realise it was going on. Maybe some of you guys that were being really observant, maybe you did see it. So, the guy in the air has this really obnoxious air attack, right? This one here does a shitload of damage and poisons you. Now, I don't know if this is actually a deliberate thing that the game does. It seems like it, which is a dick move. Alright? But I noticed something. This guy's just flying around normally. It's all and good. Right, I'm going to shoot this guy here. So, watch the guy in the air here when I do this, right? He's flying around normally, that's fine. I target an enemy. Okay, he didn't do it then, but I've noticed there's a time, there's like about 4 seconds after attack where he can attack again. There seems to be like a couple seconds extra overlap where he won't attack, but if you don't do anything, he'll then attack you. In between that overlay of that couple of seconds, if you make an attack on either of the enemies, he instantly attacks you and goes to attack you, folks. Which is absurdly obnoxious because, of course, once you start firing, you can't move. That's what kept catching me out, folks. I go for the attack, and I go wondering, how does he keep getting the timing on me? Because the game seems to deliberately make it that way. It's kind of disgusting. So I basically have to sit and wait here. So I'll show you again here. So just waiting a bit, waiting a bit. This is bad timing, actually. But you see, if you're attacking, he'll go for you quickly. But if you're not attacking, generally there's a couple seconds where it's like, oh, you know, just sort of turning around. But like here, for example. See, he's not doing anything, right? I go to attack. There you go. Straight counter-attack. He does that a lot. Also, those antennas constantly hitting me is complete bullshit. Absolute complete bullshit, folks. Best thing to do is literally just to run directly away. I know that sounds crazy, in a way. I'm gonna get hit here. Ooh, I'm okay. I did seem to notice as well that even if he does go to instantly attack you after you start shooting, ooh, you can get about 2 pistol shots in and run away just about in the nick of time. It's close. I'm dead. Yeah, I knew I was dead. And of course I have the wrong set of armor on me, which is a problem. So, yeah, that's an issue. So, yeah. I spent some time understanding what the hell this bastard does and how he works. I figured I'd just say it to you guys a little bit. and just explain what has been going on all this time. I have lost complete track of who's taken what kind of damage. I have no idea. So basically what I have to do here is I need to survive long enough to get and fire off about 110, 120 shots, about that. I have to survive long enough to manage that. You see there as well, that guy as well, the guy on the ground does it a bit as well, and just sitting and waiting for you. And then he'll just, like, the moment you go to attack something, he'll instantly strike. And of course, I've got no way of actually doing anything. I can't stagger them. I can't do anything like that. You know, it's complete bullshit. It's this boss fight is a complete piece of shit. It's like the only way I can describe this. So I'm just gonna actually, for my own sake, I'm just gonna heal now. That's been bugging me. So, the problem is, like, it's even difficult for me to go back and, like, fight enemies to, like, restore my Parasite energy. Because, again, I don't have the ammo to spare to do it. So, I'm kind of stuck in this really shit position. I tell you what, I'm going to go back and try and see. I'm going to throw on the frame limiter, which is probably going to... Oh, right, it won't do it. Of course it won't, because of... I've had to lock the frame rate of the video. Of course I have. So yes, we have to start in this really shit position of, you know, my PE energy sucks balls. Oh, the music does restart after a while. Weird. This game continues to baffle me, folks. It really does. So I am going to try and get into a fight here, because I think I'm going to need all the help that I can get as well in this fight. So we need a full Parasite energy meter. And if it means I have to use, like, a medicine 2, solid. Whatever. There is also an argument I could make for perhaps using barrier as well a little bit. The problem is, once I use barrier, I'm kind of forcing myself into a hole where I'm just going to get eventually fucked over, though, is the problem. Because the Parasite energy will not recharge. Now, immediately, if I'm getting, like, virtually no energy at all, I might as well use barrier. And just to take a hit when inevitably it will happen. And the thing is, if I could dodge these guys very well, that'd be good. I think a very viable strategy you could come up with, actually, which I can't do. I'm not in a position to do so. But if you say we're using rifles with a lot of range, generally speaking, I think in this building, not much use. But I think against this boss fight, just go into a corner and just shoot him, because they do not have any range attacks as such. They don't have any. Even the attack of the guy that's on the that's flying around, he has to come close to you to attack. So I think that could be a viable strategy. Go into a corner and just use a rifle and just outrange them. I mean, that is certainly something you guys could consider doing. Outrange the fuckers. I can't do that. I'm not in that position. I can't go back. Oh, I could go back, but it's not worth it. So, yeah. That is certainly an option for you to take. Is outrange the fuckers. See, there should be at least an option to, like, leave. And then, you know, you can leave. And then you can just only come back to floor 40. That'd be fine. But there is no way of leaving. Bad game design. It's really, really bad game design. You're punishing the player. You're punishing the player for something that he cannot possibly know. It is impossible to know if you're going to have enough ammo or supplies by the time you get to this spot. You do not know. To punish the player for that, I think, is completely unreasonable. This is not really the guy I wanted to be doing this against. Just try and recharge my energy for. This is not the guy. Fuck. So, yeah. See the problem I've got here? It's going to cost me medicine 2 or 2. Ah, fuck. I love how it hits me after I killed him. I'm going off screen. I'll be right back. Alright, folks. So, I got a little lucky. I managed to run into a couple of birds. One of which I was able to steal medicine 4 from. I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. That's how we are, folks. 2 medicine 4s, 2 medicine 3s, 3 medicine 2s. Makes me feel a bit happier. Right. Okay, then. I've got my Parasite energy. I can't complain about that. Took forever, actually, but in any... Though, again, you are still going to give me my instant attack. You're not cheating me out of that. I don't know what the fuck you think you are. You're not funny. So, haste. I don't think slow is going to make any difference. Even if it even works against the boss, is highly debatable. So we're just going to just unload shots on him. Now, I don't know if the if when the offspring sort of gets spawned, if it has like the same health that the mother does, sort of thing. So like, if I damage and like this guy loses half his health, does the offspring then have half his health missing? Ow. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question, folks. It's one I cannot give you an answer. I don't mind if that's the case. So like there, you see how moment I go to attack, instantly, hello, huzzah, go fuck yourself. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to look to drive about 40 bullets each into each enemy. And then we're going to go from there. So I've put in 6. 10. You see how already our Parasite energy rating pretty sucky. Just gonna fire 2 shots so I don't get so that I automatic so that the reload I don't have to sit through that reload animation, just sit be a sitting duck. 2 12, so that was what, 16? Obviously just wanna run here. I knew that was coming. At least we can get some attacks in on this guy before the guy on the ground can get some hits in. 24. Ugh, took a antenna shot there. That kind of sucked. I'll go for them. I'll go for them. 26. Shit, this is bad. See, that's stupid. The antenna should not be able to hit you like that on the way back. That is utterly stupid. I'm fucked. I had to reload because I can't take that damage that early. That's just... I cannot take that damage. Once I'm dead, I'm largely fucked because I can't restore the Parasite energy fast enough. And I'm just a sitting duck. I have to do the bulk of the work now. 6... Well, actually, no. At this point, it doesn't matter. Ow. 139 damage is kind of odd. Yeah, I'm just going to throw bullets at this guy. Nah, whatever. Right, so, haste. And then we'll get a couple shots in, because I can. Now, I'll probably do haste in like a heal 2 or something. Going to attack here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the medicine. Actually, no. Keep the medicine too, so now. Keep this when I'm, like, completely fucked on Parasite energy. 1, 2. And in fact, I'm going to do it again. I've got them to use. I might as well. 3, 4. 5, 6. Only got the 2 shots in because I fancied that was due. It's what you have to do, folks. It's kind of sad, but it is true. I can reliably get in like 8 pistol shots like that as well. I can reliably seem to manage that. How did I not get hit there? Not complaining. 20. Alright, he's going for his next attack. Guy on the ground is going to be able to hit me very soon. 24. Getting one more set of rounds. Now the guy on the ground is going to be able to hit me, I suspect. It's 28. Get haste going again. Kind of don't want to attack now. I kind of need to... The thing is, once you get to this situation, you have to pick spots. You can't be ultra aggressive. Is he close enough? He's close enough now. 32. But yeah, you really have to pick spots and just be ultra careful. You also kind of need both these guys to attack you at the same time. If they start sort of splitting their attacks up, then you're screwed. I did not think I had that guy killed. We do not have the... Fuck it. I might as well give this a go. We're about to find out how the health situation goes with the youngsters here. Oh, I'm fucked. Forgot he still attacks twice. Oh, man. I mean, it's worth a go. I did not expect that, though. So if we go for, say, 20 shots, and then what we'll do is, the idea was I was going to get to that number, and then I was going to basically alternate fire to make sure I whittle down both the health. I could do that on way, but I kind of didn't want to. Oh man, this is not good. Give me a haste. I can get 2 shots in. I know you can get 2 shots in. You get 2 shots in, you can still dodge. That's, I know, is possible. 16. Getting 4 more. Right, 20 shots. Okay. Let's heal the fuck out of ourselves here. Yes, let's heal the fuck out of ourselves. That makes sense. Whatever. So we go for 20 shots on the guy on the... Utterly trapped. Utterly trapped. This is looking like a loss. I'm inclined to at least give it a go. I'll shoot the guy in the air 2 more times. Why not? Did he just get 3 attacks off there? I'm not amused by that. Let me count this. 1, 2. Yeah! Now the new guy can hit me 3 times. That's fucking right. Wow. So, make sure you do it first time round, folks. Otherwise, you're fucked. Man. Fucking 3 attacks. What a lot of bullshit that is. No, can't do that. Not a good idea. Throw the medicine 3 and the medicine 2 out. I'm about 10 shots trailing. About 10. So stupid this. He's getting to attack me 3 attacks in a row. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, you see there, folks? There you go. You see, he was waiting, hovering around. Moment I attack, instantly goes for me. Utter garbage. Utter garbage. That is even... That the game even does that. That's a complete joke. Right, so if we take another hit, Medicine 4 should kick in to to heal us here. No, that's bad. This is a problem. Right, I'm going to change armors. Just to recharge, get the Parasite energy. You see that? How did that hit me? It was absolutely nowhere near. Complete joke. Complete joke. I mean, what more am I meant to do to run away? Complete joke. Oh, that's a bad idea! Oh. You see what you gotta do here, folks. I mean, I suppose you could argue there's no time limit, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. You just have to just pick spots. If I jot away slightly. Nah, bad idea. That was a bad idea as well, for that matter. Take the 4 shots on him. So you see what you've got to do. It's a great hassle, but it is doable. And if you're forced to do it this sort of close combat way, you kind of have to not rush. You kind of have to take your time about it. And this is harder because this guy's now attacking me 3 times instead of the normal 2. Which is complete bullshit. How much ammo have we got left? 11 shots, and then we're on rockets, which is bad. To put it lightly, that's bad. Please die. I would appreciate it. Well, I don't think I've actually got any revive potions, so I might as well. That's all the health we're going to get here, folks. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? But you see what you got to do. You get the idea. And I'm pretty sure Black Shadow of about 3 hours prior to this would not have been capable of this. It would have been beyond him. You get the idea. Now, I am going to continue trying here. I don't know why I'm bothering, but I might as well go to the rocket launcher, which does do splash damage, which is certainly something you could consider doing. It's also weapons with burst damage to hit both of them, to, like, spread the damage out. You could certainly consider that. That's certainly an option. But you get the idea. So what I need to do this time is not kill the damn thing originally. Because it seems that the guy on the ground has... It seems that it spawns with maximum health regardless. It seems that even if you beat the shit out of the first one, the next one spawns with max health anyway. So, we know that now. So, we're going to count... If the average is, say, 75... 700, well, 750, 15, 3,000. About a clip and a half. About a clip and a half we'll go with. We're also not going to get ourselves hit like a complete moron. I mean, I don't even feel bad for all this reloading and save states. I honestly don't feel bad about it. I feel the game has put me in this position. For this completely dumb boss fight. Ow. Shit! Oh, not much I can do there. That was a bad spot. Alright, how much is that? Alright, so that's 20 shots. So we're about halfway through what I wanted to go through. Okay. So we need haste. You know what? I might as well wait till I get hit again and just let a medicine full roll off here. I might as well. Don't see any reason to change that. Now, of course, if you had weapons that hit really hard, you could probably kill the guy in the air before the guy on the ground matures fully. That is certainly something you could consider doing. Unfortunately, it's not an option that I have available to me, but you see the point. Right, so haste again. Shoot these two. Where are we in ammo-wise? So if we load in, say, one more burst on him. Right, so now we're going to tackle the guy that's on the ground. I am going to use a heal too. So now the guy on the ground needs to go down. I don't know if he can hit me. We're about to find out. I tell you what, he fucking can now. I promise you that. Attack on his way. Here it comes. Right, okay. So, haste. I'm going to take a couple shots here now while I can. So we're going to use, again, a clip and a half on this guy. Fuck. Moron! Moron! Ugh! You set yourself up so well, and then you do that. You break your own fucking rule. Man. That was absolutely flawless as well. Couldn't have done that really any better, and then I don't even know what the fuck I did. Completely stupid. Bad idea. Yeah, can't do that, Shadow. You know he attacks too fast. Why are you doing that? God. Spend all this time to learn how this guy works, and then you just act like a complete numbskull. What are you doing? You'll get him to attack you so you can counter him. Now we can probably attack like a maniac because he's about to spawn his thing. Like that. So we got a period where we can just attack like crazy. Right. Haste. I think I actually need to run here. I don't know if he can hit me from there or not. Yeah, probably not. Whatever. Just the two. Yeah, there we go. Knew the attack was coming. Keep firing. Alright, so that's one clip used. Didn't really want to be stuck using that, but oh well. See, there again. Moment you go for the attack, he launches. That is so obnoxious. So obnoxious. I'm going to go for 4. I think I can fit it in. I can. Good. Right. Going to go for one more set as well. Right, now it's the guy on the ground that needs to be attacked. Who can probably now attack me. He can. Okay. Just take the haste and run. We'll counter-attack this guy because he's got his second attack. We can counter him. Ah! That was bad. That was bad. Medicine 2. It's used to medicine 2. It's just become a bit. Right, so how many shots did I land? About 50. So I need to go through this clip, next clip up to about 20-ish, and then we need to start alternating fire. Okay. Had a feeling the attack was coming. Call it a hunch. This one we want. The only thing we can do is launch a set of 4 shots and then run away, avoid his 2 attacks, and then launch 4 more shots. I can't really force the issue beyond that. To do so is just suicide. That's bad. I fucked my timing. I think my haste just ran out there. It's fine. Do that and run. Apologise for the not amazing... Oh no! Ugh. But I'm alive, which is nice. Let's use the last medicine too we've got. Might as well. I didn't die. Just not a complete catastrophe. Right. So we're through one clip, so about another 30 shots need to land, okay. Yeah, I'm having to just legit... Oh, fuck. I'm having to legit concentrate here, folks. I don't have much of an opportunity for witty commentary. I really don't. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. I'm sure you guys understand. It's one of those situations where as a gamer, you just have to put your head down and just concentrate. And avoid as many fuck-ups as you can. Oh, this is bad. I knew the air attack was coming, so I knew I could only really get the 2 shots off. See, their attacks have now kind of separated from each other, so it inhibits my... See, look, I'm about to attack here. This guy's now going for his attack, so I'm kind of inhibited here a little bit. Just got to pot shot where I can. Also, I need to change equipment, because my energy is gone. So we change armors. Make sure we're out of the way of that. We are. Okay, change armor. It's going to cost me a little bit of health. Whatever. Change back. Run again. Of course, that gives up my option to attack there. At least the energy recharging. Guy on the top's attacking. They're both going for it. Okay, so haste again. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Try and protect the medicines for when things inevitably are going to get bad. Right, so we need to launch another 20 shots on this guy. Run. It is so tempting to throw a save state in the middle of this fight. You do not know how tempting it is. But I'm gonna try and avoid to. Fuck. Oh! Fortunate. Very lucky. That could have been a whole lot worse. Right, so about another 10 shots on the gun on the ground. Then I need to alternate fire. I may save state at the alternate fire stage. Gunshot just interrupting the sound there. Sorry about that. Just take pot shots where possible. Uh-oh. Take pot shots where possible. This is probably the most serious I've had to concentrate on a boss fight this entire game. No question. Right. So. They should both be pretty near death. I don't know how near death. It's impossible for me to count properly. So. I need to alternate fire now. How much ammo we got? Not much. Just trying to think what to do. That is so tempting. I'm gonna hold off on it. I need to run. The guy on top is attacking, but I don't know where he's going. Right, okay, I should be dodging him, that's fine. The guy at the bottom about to attack. Whoa, he is! I just got hit, but I got healed by medicine 4. Well, it was a pretty bad stopping point. Look at that, guy on top, waiting. The moment you go for the attack, I mean, I don't think that's timing. I think that's legit. The game seems to set itself up like that, which is complete bullshit. Right. So now I need to attempt to alternate fire. This is the tricky bit, and where I need a bit of luck, really. I need things to go right here. And once one dies, I need to just full out assault here. Absolute full assault. So tempting to heal. Oh, now this is bad. Have to haste. It's tempting to take the revive potion. The game may force me to, but I'm going to try and avoid it if I can. I'm going to change armors because I kind of have no choice here. Man, I'm in a really bad spot. Is it worth taking both medicine frees? I think it is. We'll take both medicine frees and we're just going to go what we got. We're just going to build ourselves up for this. Oh, bad. Didn't need to run in like that. Fuck! Oh, what a... No! Oh, I took a hit somewhere. It was going to be a hit somewhere. I couldn't avoid everything. Oh, man. I need something to die. Just to take some pressure off here. Right, okay. Please work. Heal or haste? Haste. I have to go with haste. I could go barrier. Does that leave enough for a haste spell? I think it does. So, we're going to go for a barrier. And I'm going to leave myself enough for a haste. Yes! Yes, it works! Oh, it works! Wow! One shot away. One shot away. Wow. How much ammo did I have left? 15 bullets. I had rockets should I needed them, I guess. 15 bullets. It's not even... it's not even joy I'm feeling. It's just relief. Relief that I don't have to go through several hours of bullshit just to get back here. What is the next dungeon music? Is it the museum music? I fucking hope so, because that music is amazing. No, it's not. Oh, this was the second half of the train yard, which was music we basically didn't ever hear. We heard it for like 3 screens, and that was that. Okay. So the good news, folks, is we beat the fucker. We beat him. Thank the man above. Wow, that was tough. That was legitimately tough. From what I've heard, and I'm just gonna actually go down. I want to go down to floor 40, to the floor below, because there's 3 medicine 2s in there, which kind of need them. From what I've heard, I have heard the bosses from here on, understandably, hit like complete brick shit houses. They hit hard. This is probably, on a scale of annoyance and aggravation, probably the most annoying boss out of the lot. The others are just legit hard. And just hit really hard. The others just are really annoying. I can accept that. I don't know what the bosses are. I've just heard that they hit really hard, which makes complete legit sense. Now, I don't remember where the room is down here. There are no enemies down here. Once you clear a floor, a boss, all the floors below it stop spawning enemies, as well as the music you see stops as well. So, yeah. That's all I know, is that they hit really hard. But that boss, I mean, we've never fought an enemy like it before, which I certainly understand and agree with. Possibly the most aggravating of that. The others are just legit hard, which is fine. We're going to pick up our free medicine twos. The one thing that doesn't change in this place is the loots in the treasure chest. Once they spawn, they don't change. They don't ever change. The floors, I believe, can actually change. When you leave the Chrysler building and then re-enter the Chrysler building, I believe that's what actually triggers the spawns for these floors, and that's when they'll change. But the loots on those floors will change. So, yeah. Regardless of whether you found the loots for these... Oh, man. The loots for these floors remain constant. They don't ever change. Shit. I need to pause the video quickly. I'm gonna go off screen. I'll meet you guys back at the precinct. I have to pause the video quickly. Give me 2 secs. I tell you what, folks. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see the city of New York. One thing I've got to try is something I heard once. Oh, you can! If you press the select button, folks, you actually zoom in on the helicopter that flies around town. I didn't know you could do that, folks. You can. Isn't that interesting? Whee! It's just the one. Ah. Look at it fly! Look at it fly. I'm sorry. Alright then, let's should we move on, folks? I think we should. We've had a lot of pain and suffering, folks, so, you know. You know, thinking about it, I hope everyone that watched this video learned something from it. I mean, in the descriptions of every single video I've ever posted on this channel, you know, that all the videos I upload are, you know, commentary in nature. But I like to think that part of being commentary in nature, things can be a bit educational as well. And I hope you guys learn this much from this. If you gotta take one lesson from the past 2 videos, it's that cooler heads prevail. Black Shadow, the previous video, would not have been able to achieve what the Black Shadow of this video achieved. I wouldn't have done it. I'd have just fumed and just completely blown my gasket. I was getting close to that point, which is why I stopped. But you take a couple, if you're something you just flat out can't seem to do for whatever reason, take a couple hours away, go do something else, have something to eat, have a drink, go for a walk, do something. Come back later, reassess the situation, and you'll be amazed what you can do. I think that's what we can take from this, folks. I think that got us through. So, what now? Well, obviously, in our current state, we cannot do anything. We got 15 bullets. We are obviously not going to be returning to the Chrysler building anytime soon. So what I'm going to do, and what I'm going to go and do, is I am going to go and advance the story off screen. We're going to advance the story to the point where we go through the police station being attacked by Eve and her monsters. We're going to save Baker, go through this entire segment that comes to you here, which I'm pretty sure is next. I've probably got to go to the museum, do a little scene with Maida, and then come back to the police station and find it's been attacked. I think that's what happens next. So we'll go through that. We'll see how the ground lies at that point, and we'll see if it's worth us taking on the next 10 floors at that point. If not, I may actually decide to do even more of the main game. I don't know. I really, really don't know. Lessons to learn. I think we'll start with us as a character really struggling. We need to be stronger. We need some more levels under our belt. That's clear. Getting those levels is going to be basically impossible, though. We need weapons. We need to transfer the M8000 onto something. I don't know what. I may change it onto the what have we got? What have we got, folks? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, these are restocked. Woo! 6 bullets! We win forevers. Woohoo! Medicine 1! I might as well just use that right now. In fact, you know what? I might as well just use the hell of all this. Be done with it. So. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the next section of the game. We're going to get Wayne in charge of the gun shop, which means, sadly, Torres, this is going to be your last appearance, probably in this Let's Play series. I will make sure to avenge his death. I may actually record that and upload that as a separate video, just to show it off, because I like Torres. He's pretty fucking awesome. So we need to change our weapons. But to what? We have 2 options. We can either change our handgun to the M1911A5, base attack of 85, range of 63, and a 10 bullet base. We could change it to a rifle, but I don't want to. I don't think that's going to really help us in the long run. Or we do go for a machine gun and take advantage of the fact that machine guns can fire faster than a handgun. Sacrifice the 15 attack, which I can make up for, with the faster fire rate. Go with the burst, and run with a machine gun for a while. I might do that. We have a problem. We have an immediate issue, though. If I want to transfer over from one weapon to another, big problem here. We have no super tools. None. Not sure what to do about that. That's a problem. So, I won't be able to do any modifications just yet until we find some super tools from somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to find them. I have no idea. Part of me may have to consider going into part of the Chrysler building and then leaving, modifying our weapon, and then going back in. We may have to do something like that. I'm really not sure what we're going to do. There just isn't any... You can find a couple of super tools during the main game. How many would I need? I'd need the dual commands and the ability, so that's at least 1 super tool. We can't take the first strike off that, which sucks. But I can take the first strike off the USP. So I only need one super tool to do this. Just one. Alright then, folks. I think that's what we're going to do. Go for the next part of the game, see if I can pick up a super tool. That'd be pretty awesome. And we'll go from there. I need to go get some ammunition. I need to go get some health. I need to sort our shit out. Because it's a mess. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm sure that people who have done this before and played this and gone through the Crisis Building can appreciate the pain that I've had to go through the past. And to be fair, even the people, those of you who've never seen this game before and are still watching, we took on that boss for about an hour total before I beat it. Our record against those cockroaches is like an ungodly amount. It's like the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania, but the wrong way round. And for those of you who don't watch pro wrestling, it's really bad. It's very one-sided. Sometimes, all that matters is you get a 1 by your name. And today we did. Thank you for watching. I will do my utmost to not go and vent a way like I did last video. Hopefully that won't happen again. Thank you for watching. I will see you in a little bit. Take care.